Have you ever driven to an airport, parked in the lot, taken the shuttle to the terminal, checked in, gone through security, approached the gate, and then not boarded the plane? Well, today I did just that. I had a planned flight to a Midwestern city to visit an old student in need, and 5 minutes before boarding, got a call that the timing would not work out for me to come. Thankfully, I was able to get a rapid refund for that leg and for my return the same evening, as well as my rental car. I stayed in the airport for another hour or so just to catch my bearings, eat the lunch I had packed, and make a new plan for the day. Then, I exited the terminal, shuttled back to my car, and drove home. Of course, with a story this unusual and this fresh in my mind, I contemplated the possible Parsha tie-ins, until I remembered a wonderful insight from Rabbi Yaakov Naiman. The Torah describes the 6 days of the work week in relation to Shabbat. 6 days work shall be done, and the 7th day shall be holy. Why would the daily work be conjugated in the passive voice, shall be done? Rabbi Naiman explains that this construction helps us recognize that ultimately God provides our livelihood. We must put in our best effort, but the results are beyond our ken. This might be why, while introducing the mitzvah for the Jewish people to contribute to the building of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, the Torah begins with this verse about the work week versus Shabbat. It encourages the people to donate their material possessions for this vital project, since they are gifts from God anyway. But we might add another twist on this same idea. How often do we embark on a project only to meet with frustration or rejection, even when our goals are noble or idealistic? Are such outcomes considered failures? In the purely naturalistic sense, certainly. But on the spiritual plane, from a divine perspective, as long as we truly have made our best effort, we have succeeded. In other words, our role is to do the right thing, and God will respond how he sees fit. Along these lines, the Talmud tells us that even if a person intended to perform a mitzvah, but due to circumstances beyond their control did not perform it, the verse ascribes them credit as if they performed the mitzvah. In that same discussion, the Talmud teaches us that God links a good thought to an action. Alas, I didn't fly anywhere today, but my trip was wonderfully successful. Shabbat Shalom.